Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully my levels are okay. I might need to turn myself up a bit. Hello, hello. Is that too loud? Or is that... No, it's a little loud. Kipper knocked the mixer off the desk, so it got a little knocked. Anyway, hi. And I hope you can't hear the gardener outside. I think our landlord sent a gardener, so... There's a little bit of gardening going on outside. Anyway, welcome to the stream, guys. What day is it today? Monday. How's my day? Pretty uneventful. I was up too late last night because
get this flippin' thing off my screen.
Giwi and I we are playing Persona right now. Persona 5 Royale. And loving every minute of it. Great game. I'm mostly watching Giwi play. I played the original, but I didn't beat the whole thing. So we're playing through Royale right now. It's a great time. What else? Yeah, just having a good day. Maddie Cake, thank you very much for the 2 months of Tier 1. Sheikah Type Beast, thank you very much for the 2 months of Prime. And Kev Butch, thank you very much for the 4 months of Prime. Guys, so do I have a favorite character? Oh yeah, Yusuke. Yusuke, of course. Yusuke's a man after my own heart. He's he always sees the beauty in things. He's an artiste. He he's a little oblivious. I see a little bit of myself in that guy. He's great. I love him. He's fantastic. Which I also discovered is voiced by Matt Mercer, who's a longtime friend. So I did not know Matt voiced him. Anyway, hi, what's going on? Good old Matt Mercer. And I died laughing because I got to the part where Yusuke is like, that is truly cringe, or whatever. What did he say? Something, you know the line I'm talking about? Oh, he's so good. He is fantastic in that. Also, hopefully the music's okay. I'm gonna pause it for a minute. What was it? Yusuke Persona 5. Yeah, this thing. This line. This is like my favorite line from him in the entire game. Hold on, I'm gonna skip ahead.
Whew, that was too close. That was truly cringeworthy. But are you certain that Whew, that was too close. That was truly cringeworthy.
I love Matt. Matt does such a good job as that character. I highly recommend getting the game. It's fantastic. Definitely one of my favorites. Can you guys hear the gardening going outside? It's not coming up on the mic, right? Yes, no? Cause no, it's not? Good, because it's loud for me. It's loud for me, which is frustrating. A little bit, you can hear it?
Feels good to have another animation stream. Rubber love.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm happy to be doing it. It's been a while. To fill you guys in on what's going on, the people, I always get the pronunciation wrong. Because for the longest time, I was saying Tales of Eltharion, which is wrong, apparently. We figured it out. What was the pronunciation? You remember. I always get it wrong. Elethrion. I, for the longest time, was saying Tales of Eltharion, and I got corrected because we were watching some of the videos by the creators, and they said Elethrion, and I was like, oh shit, I've been saying it wrong this entire time? That's weird. So, apparently, who was the girl? That's my girlfriend. That's Giwi. So, essentially, I've been saying it wrong the whole time behind closed doors. I apologize. I thought I was a true fan. If you're not familiar with the series, it is, you might have seen many years ago, The Reward. Does anybody remember that animation? Anybody in chat? Because it was like one of, in my opinion, one of the it was up there, you know, in terms of like web animation. It was incredible. Very, 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 very good. So I highly recommend checking it out if you haven't seen it before. I can show you guys where to find it. So if you go Tales of Eltharion, The Reward, this is it. I'm going to show you guys. I'm not going to play the whole thing because it's pretty long. So where'd my webcam go? All right. So you might remember this cartoon. It's from, oh God, when was this? This was 2014. So this is some time ago, 6 years ago. So the thing I really like about this cartoon is that everything is mostly, I think, other than like a bit of narration that crops up in the later one, it is entirely no dialogue. Like the characters don't talk. It's a silent storytelling, and it's masterfully done. Very, very good, very good series. Essentially, it tells the tale of these two characters who discover a quest via a map, and they set out on this quest to find whatever it is, be it treasure or whatever, and lies at the end of this map they discover, right? And in doing so, they become closer as friends, and yeah, like it's very, very cool. The ending is very rewarding. No pun intended. But this is a big favorite of mine, and I was asked by the team if I wanted to do a really, really small piece of animation for the new episode. It's really nothing too much, honestly, but I haven't had time to work on it because we've been busy getting the new YouTube channel going. So here they are fighting over the map, and they tear it. Because they tear it, they have to decide that they've both got each section of the map, so they're going to work together. And they set out on a quest. And anyway, I'll just show you why this is important. This character, in the original short, ends up becoming... I won't spoil it, but I highly recommend you watch it. There's multiple episodes. This character ends up becoming something, and he gets in a fight with some bandits. And think in this episode... yes, here it is. Just so we know, we have the context. So they go out on a quest together. And they end up in this city. I'm just showing this because this is important to like the new episode that's going on, because they're all intertwined. Like all the narratives in this series are intertwined. They'll be telling them from different perspectives of different characters inside this world, but everything seems to like meet together, which is really cool the way they do that. So essentially, he goes to a bar, and he's like, "Ah, whatever, you crazy kid," and he goes off to explore. And he starts telling everybody, you know, like, "Ah, I got this map. He's got treasure." And this girl's like, "Huh, treasure, you say? Very cool." There's her boobs. And she walks over to get more information. The backgrounds are really good, yeah. And this scene is really important for the next one. So essentially, she and her gang try to take the other portion of the map, because they took it from the other guy. Cuts off both his fingers. And the other guy bails. And he starts worrying, like, oh shit, my friend's side of the map, he might have been killed or injured, so I gotta go check on him. But he just finds that he was irresponsibly drinking and not paying attention to anything, so his map got stolen. Which noticeably upsets him. Now the reason I'm showing you this is because the new episode, and I do think that you should definitely go check out that one. That one's really good. But the new one, so a whole bunch of stuff goes down, basically. Like, they age substantially. A lot of time passes, right? And then they have a trailer for the new one, which is called Daughter's Revenge. And I've been saving watching this whole thing on stream with you guys. This is called Tales of... God damn it. What did I say the pronunciation? Tales of Elethron? Elethron? God, I've been saying it wrong for years, and I only learned this recently. So this new one, that small section that we just saw with the bandits trying to rob him for the map. This one's about the daughter of that bandit going after that guy to get revenge. Like, that's what this one's about. And this one comes out soon. So that one's coming this fall. So this one's currently being worked on right now. And it's really cool. It's really cool what they've been working on with this. So, them ask, and there is an order you can watch them in. They do have some like combined versions of how the series can be watched. The watch order that I normally go in, let me just share this with you because this is just my particular watch order. I'll try and remember this correctly. Let's see. Give me one moment. I'll remember this. And this is, I think, in timeline order, by the way. This is not in release order. I recommend they have one called The First Hero, Tales of Elethron. Eletherion. One day I'm sorry guys, one day I'm gonna learn how to pronounce it correctly. I still say Eletherion, I know it's wrong. Elethron, Eletherion. Tales of Eletherion, The First Hero. Watch that one first, in my opinion. And then once you're done watching that one, watch... Oh my god, what was it called? The next one I recommend was... Oh my god, they have so many uploads. You know, I'm going to show you guys the screen so you guys can see this too. So, the first one I recommend watching is this one. Right? And then the next one, I remember it was like the Traveling God or something. It was like a little penguin guy. Where's he gone? We have a lot of uploads. Oh man, I'm having a hard time finding it. Do they have a playlist? That would make things a lot easier for me. Yeah, here we go. This one, Traveling Deity. This one, so go. In my opinion, I like going The First Hero, Traveling Deity, and then go The Reward, and then go, let's see, Wilhelm's Curse. I forget where Outcast's Journey fits in. That was from a year ago, so I'm not totally sure on that one. And then I think the next one would be Daughter's Revenge, I think. I'm not sure on the order of that, but that's the watch order I recommend. You can find it here on their YouTube channel. please go check it out when you have some time. All right? You can even watch it while I'm animating today. So I highly recommend checking them out. Very, very good stuff. All right. So the problem being is that they've asked me, and this is not, well, I'll tell you what the problem is. They've asked me to do a little sequence. Very, very small, but as we know, my art style looks absolutely nothing like their art style. So what I'm trying to figure out right now is, can I get my art style to a point where it looks anything like theirs? So I've been working on that. Now, this is a concept, and they said I could put my monster girls in, and I was just kind of studying how the faces look and how I could try and achieve that. So if we look at how I draw my characters, we've got multiple styles. All right, hold on. Let me bring this up. I'm just bringing in some examples. Right? So, this is Ross's art. This is my, like, let's just say chibi art. And then we have the more stylistic, over-rendered version, right? Now for them, their art style is, let's say, thinner lines, which I don't use, smaller heads, longer limbs, longer torso, and let's see, what else? I'm going to bring in some examples. Can you hear that gardener now? You've got to be able to hear that, right? I've been wondering where when our landlord was going to send the gardener, and he happens to send it the day I need to film this, so that's great. Thanks, dude. All right. Now you can. Yeah, figured as much. All right. So, their art style, very thin line work. As you can see, I generally work with a lot thicker lines. Noses, which, as you can see, I sometimes don't even draw. And sometimes I represent with a little line, because I'm a weeb. What else? Thinner fingers, longer fingers, longer necks, much thinner limbs. Overall, not really that close to how I draw. So, the first thing was I was like, well, the scene I'm doing is essentially a bunch of mermaids reacting to two characters jumping into the water, right? Which I can probably bring that shot up. So let's dig that up. Let's see. Right. So let me bring that up for you guys. So this is the shot. This is the, well, I mean, the waves are animated, but mostly the rest of it is just storyboards. So here we go. So the character's jumping in, landing in the water, and I'm supposed to animate the mermaids on top. So I do want to have it look pretty close to their art style. So the goal right now is trying to come up with a close enough look that I can kind of mesh them. So that's where I'm kind of at right now. I think the limbs are probably okay, because I have seen that there's some variation in the thickness of the limbs. That's just one different character. Is this under NDA? No. They, in fact, encouraged me to stream it. So, that being said, I'm trying to see if I can get... what I'm doing is I'm going to have my monster girls as mermaids. They react, and then they get out of the way, right? So, what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to figure out something that looks a little bit closer. This is a web series, yeah. So I'm trying to figure out something that looks a little bit closer to their art style while still looking and recognizable as my characters. So what I'm currently looking at right now is a mermaid vanity, which I'm trying to figure out right now. I also have my own mermaid character who I'll probably put in the front. So I'm still working on that. So I think a part of the process is going to be drawing the characters and kind of figuring out where I want to work from. And then the next part is I've got the, they have essentially provided me with these frames. I haven't really timed them out properly. And I'm going to use them to kind of work. I did a little bit of setup before last week. So this is it so far. Not really a lot to look at yet. In fact, I might have to change some things about the first 2 drawings I did. But you can see that that's where we're at right now. It's not too much. It's not too much they've asked me to do, but I want to do a good job of it. And being busy, and finally I feel like I can take a moment to do that, because we spent all day streaming. So good old Noah's got lots of content for the week, so he's fine. All right, so let's see. I think the most important thing I could do now is probably, you know what I could do? I could take this character, and then I could probably just use that as a point of reference for drawing the next one, right? This one's a little bit off because I didn't align the tail the same as the storyboard, which might be a problem. I probably have to fix that a little bit because it presses off the tail to fling, and that might be a bit of a problem. So, you know what? Hold on. I'm also going to turn on chat here so you guys come up. Okay. Luckily, I don't really have to do much in terms of, well, maybe in the front one, I'll have to worry a little bit more about fingers, but I'm not going to be cleaning this up, I don't think. So I'm going to be just providing the art, and then they're going to probably be cleaning it up. I might color each one of them just the first frame, or like roughly, just so that they have the color palette, or like the close color palette that they can work off. So what I'm going to do is I think this is going to be the mermaid girl, Serena, which is, let me bring that up. Okay. Sorry, I'm just opening up a new file. All right. This is Serena, who's one of my mermaid girls that I actually have. You can see I drew a pretty similar tail. I'm very rusty right now. I haven't done a lot of art recently other than a bit of maybe like emoticon drawing, and that's just basically because, social isolation lately, as you can see from my very much longer hair. It's not fun. I've been stuck inside for about 4 months, and it doesn't exactly motivate me to do any sort of, I'm gonna keep the music off, any sort of animation or art. So we've got her, and I'm probably gonna put her front and center, I think. I could put Samantha, maybe, but I feel like the one that is a mermaid should probably be front and center. I just worry that her big hat might ruin the composition a little bit. Let me look at that sequence of them jumping in. I just want to make sure that the hat won't be a big problem. Let me bring this up for you guys so you can see it too. Oh, it's pretty wide. It should be okay. All right, so, too bad it isn't mermaid.
Long-time fan of Tales of Alathryan. Super hyped to find out about your cameo.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate that. So I think it should be fine, because the hat would be like this here. So I don't think that's going to be a big problem. Might even point a little bit down to here. But yeah, so that shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Yeah, I can probably work with that. Okay, I'm just animating these mermaids. I'm gonna put some time into it, but it's something I want to get right. Hat float in the water. Well, she's not in the water, is she? I think it should be fine. The hat should fit in just fine. I'm not going to make it too big. So what I'm going to probably do first is, let's see. I'm going to find this girl. Where is she? Here she is. Okay. All right. Oops. Man, I really wish this guy wasn't gardening right now. It is the worst timing. How noticeable is that on stream? I need to listen. How noticeable is that on stream? I need to listen. Fuck me, dude. It's so loud. Hey, babe. I'm trying to do this thing, and this guy's, like, ripping in the grass. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know. I can't get rid of him. Oh, God, I hope not. Yeah, they just send him in without even telling us. I can't plan around anything because our landlords don't tell us shit. I guess I could just play a little bit of music in the background while I work on this. Since Monster Cat were nice enough to give me their music to play on stream. It's not a big deal when I'm talking. Oh, that's good. Wait, why can't I hear my music? Oh, there we go. All right. I'm gonna put a little bit of music on in the background to drown out the saw. It's gonna take me a little bit of practice to get this down, and I do apologize. I'm very out of practice.
As I fell to the ocean floor, fading light through an open door, I saw myself rise with the water. They thought they could keep me down, hold that breath and watch me drown, but all they did is push me higher. We don't care what they say.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say, baby, before you walk away. No, I'm in no war, I'm in no race, chasing the time. I've been meaning to find a way to face that I'm I don't know what just every day, trying to get my head up off the waves, staying alive. And I don't mean to be that guy that wanna push you to the side. Another line, another lie, you know. So when I leave you shit alright, and your own cycles in your head, baby, I'm just trying to stay ahead. Ooh, just stay alive. I'm not saying you die, you go. But it's something you got to know. Stay It's just something you got to know. Now lately we popping at the age, and I'm gonna regret some things I said. I don't want you to leave, so stay instead, and I pay the price. In the morning we'll both be good and gone, and the world will continue moving on. But I swear that there ain't no other one, just stay alive. And I don't mean to be that guy that wanna push you to the side. Another line, another lie, you know. So when I
I don't have a link to the new playlist yet, guys. I have to organize it. This is just temporary because of the DMCA shit. I can just tell you it's Monster Cat. All of it's Monster Cat right now.
It's just something you got to know. Just stay alive. You wanna know my feelings every time I look in your eyes. Baby, I can feel your energy, it's making me realize everything we've been through makes us strong enough, you and I.
There we go.
Everything we've been through makes us strong enough, you and I, you and I. You wanna know my feelings every time I look in your eyes. Baby, I can feel your energy, it's making me realize everything we've been through makes us strong enough, you and I, you and I. Everything we've been through makes us strong enough, you and I, you and I.
I'm not awfully good at doing their hands yet. That's gonna take a little bit of a little bit of time to get used to, but I'm sure they'll do corrections. Love for the Insane, thank you very much for the 4 months of Tier 1. Thank you very much. Gremlin Absolute, thank you very much for the Tier 1 for 12. Appreciate that. Oh, I just realized the alerts are off, my bad. They should be on now. Sleepy Jack, thank you very much for the Tier 1, 21 minutes ago. Pengu Soldier, 97. Red the Man, thank you very much. Matty Cake as well, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Sorry that I missed that. I thought the alerts were on.
I never know when to go. Don't even talk, but you sleep in my clothes. No, it ain't right. I've been stressing at night. We're together, but I feel alone. How long do I stand here in the fire? How long do I try before I'm on my own? How long do I walk across the wire? Step back till we fall. We get chaotic and say things we wanna take back. Is there a reason that we're still together? How long do we stand here in the fire? How long do we try before we're on our own? How long do we walk across the wire? Step back till we fall.
Are the alerts working right now, guys? Yeah, it's still Monster Cat.
It's a little unfair that I'll never not care about you. And I don't wanna say, but the second that I wait, no, the words can't get to you.
Goblin Face Cow, it's okay to be late. Welcome, welcome. What?
took a little time to open up, to see my love, to see my love. It's only worth taking to make it. If you took a little time to open up, to see my love, to see my you'll never not care for me. I was always scared, no, I couldn't be prepared for you just to be a memory. We push and we pull, it's wrong and it's right, it's not black and white. But I know that we'll always be something golden. It's only worth taking to make it. If you took a little time to open up, to see my love, to see my love. It's only worth taking to make it. If you took a little time to open up, to see my love, to see my
Won't even see these. The top of these hair strands are going to be under the hat, but I'll just slightly pencil them in. I'm trying to do this hat. Fucking the hat. No, no. It's a little too... It's been more narrow up to this point. There we go. Actually, I could probably just skew that down. Hmm. Did you really get that, babe?
Footsteps in the stardust of the sky. Hello, hello. Is it you that's brought me here tonight? I can hear you somehow calling out my name on and on. It moves me like a drum. Never losing hope now. Keeping with the faith. I know there'll be a day where I will find
Okay.
love where I belong. And love where I belong.
Cars. I haven't driven them in 4 months. Well, I mean, yeah, now we're moving them. No. Okay. So what I've got right now, essentially, if you're just joining, I'm working on a little cameo shot for the Tales series, and I am currently working off a storyboard. They said for me to put my Monster Girls in, so I'm just kind of using the storyboard to kind of get get it roughly in. I'm trying to keep the proportions pretty close to you know, what it looks like in the show. Once again, if people are just joining now, which I'm sure is the case, I'll play it again. This is the shot, and they land here, and then this would be Serena in the front, who I'm currently drawing. I'm just trying to get her proportions down, and then I'm going to be using the rest as like a, you know, just to kind of figure out the rest. And then just have to kind of, aren't the arms too thin? No, not really. The arms in the Tales series, they're pretty damn thin. I've got a bunch of reference up of female character from the show. I can show you guys real quick. So, like, generally speaking, pretty thin proportions compared to mine. I mean, I'm trying to keep it as close as possible. Yeah, so I think even this might be too... Oops, sorry. I think even this might be too thick, but it's not too big a deal. I'm trying to keep it pretty close. Like, line art-wise, characters are really fine line art. Well, I use a lot thicker. Fingers are a lot more long. I'm probably not going to get that spot on. I I might try, but I'm sure when they're going over what I've done, they're probably going to correct a lot, which is totally fine. That was Vanity. So I'm trying to kind of keep things more to their side. Hands. Oh, he's back. We got the gardener keeps coming by. So what am I gonna do here? I'm going to, you know what? I'm gonna make a duplicate of these layers, and then I'm gonna combine. Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna kind of erase things. Oh no! I closed my music. Oh God. I don't know if you can hear this. We're dealing with the gardener right now. All right. The gardener really wants to be a part of my streams. Oh my God. All right. The gardener better sub. I accidentally closed my music. Hooray. Sorry, one sec. It's because the video clip that I just opened for you guys opens up in VLC, same as the music that I'm using that to play music right now. So unfortunately, I closed the music by accident. He's gotta get tier tree. Oh God. Come on. Alright. What am I doing? Concept Serena. Yes. Okay, cool. Alright. Let's fix this up. This is also one of my favorite songs on Beat Saber. Perfect.
As I fell to the ocean floor, fading light through an open door, saw myself rise with the water. They thought they could keep me down, hold their breath and watch me drown, but all they did is push me higher. We don't care what they say, we will be here all day, we'll stay till it's over, till
is the front one. I'm gonna make a new animation folder. Huh. Oh, okay, right. I'm just gonna make this black so I can see it a little better.
Hey Ross, enjoying chilling watching the stream. Cheers for the new music.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How you doing? Thank you for $10. Appreciate that. What pen am I using? I'm using the regular old G pen and clip.
Sometimes it feels like I can't help but show it. I think that we're meant to be. Where your eyes, they look like the sun on the ocean. You look amazing to me. Sometimes it feels
Oh shit, did I accidentally mutus deletus this shit? Oh well. Did I accidentally delete it? No, I didn't.
Glad to see you drawing again. An inspiration to us all.
Thank you. What animation am I using? I'm using Clip Studio Paint right now. I might redo Vanity here just so her tail matches. Also, her head might be a little too big now that I'm seeing it. Yeah, head was definitely a little too big for the style. I'll probably do Samantha's the one in the back. think that's stylistically that might be too much like how I draw. So here I was going to be doing a little sharper tail fin, but I think if I do that, it's going to look too much like how I draw. So I'm going to opt instead to do a little bit more rounded-ish, I guess. Rounded-ish? Rounded-ish. Yeah, I like that. And that being said, what happened to the music? I turned it down so I could talk. So I'm just kind of quickly going over Vanity. She was the first one I drew, so she's obviously a little, needs a little bit of fixing. So I'm just kind of doing that right now. Well, I guess I could probably leave her hand. Just reposition the arm a little bit. There we go. Might be okay. There we go.
Maybe if I leave, it'll be a chance to believe in all these dreams. Will soon reveal what it really means to love and all the above. The taste of the air that is filling my lungs is sweet enough to keep me high. I need your love to get me by, but I can try to say goodbye, to say goodbye.
So, whoops. So, this back here is supposed to be, well, I was going to make it Samantha, but I need to, probably that's going to be like a distance model. So I won't have to put as much detail into Samantha, but it'll definitely be readable as her. That's just going to take a little bit of figuring out. So, a fairly sad panda. Thank you for the 19 months before. Wouldn't Samantha dissolve in water? No. I already addressed that on stream before many times. I think she has a gel layer that keeps her together in water. Fiona, have a good one. Okay, so what am I going to do here? Let's see. I've got all of them in now. I do need to add the scales. I normally have like fish scales on the mermaids that I draw. There we go. Oh, I did them the wrong way on Serena. Wonder why I did that.
Maybe if I leave, it'll be a chance to believe in all these dreams. Will soon reveal what it really means to love and all the above. The taste of the air that is filling my lungs is sweet enough.
Two-Faced Harley, think you're the raid. To me and replace these old memories. When your heart agrees, starts to feel what nobody sees. The words are tied to my tongue. I fall for their freedom, but nobody will. Is sweet enough to keep me high. I need your love to get me by. Struggling doing profile on this style. Yeah. Well, profiles are... Here's the thing about profiles is that, like, it'll change from style to style. And I'm not exactly, you know, I haven't drawn in this style before, so I'm just kind of like trying to figure out how they do it. They have a lot, like, the mouths go further back. I'm drawing it a little too small. So I'm currently trying to figure out like how much I want to do that, because it's a lot more like cartoony. But it starts to look a little weird when I do that, so I'm just trying to figure out why it makes sense for them. I think that's too far back. Because I want it to look pretty similar. Also, it's pretty far back, so it's not a huge deal. All right. Oops. Kipper. Kipper. Kipper meowing up a storm over there. All right. That's better. That'll help a ton.
Keeping me all night. 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 All night.
All right. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the most distant mermaid now and try and make that into Samantha. Let's have a look. I'm gonna make it bigger though. So this is what I like to call a distance model. Well, everyone calls it a distance model. But the idea basically is that she's going to be much further away from the camera, so I don't have to do as much detail, but as long as it reads, it should be fine. So I'm going to do my best to try to make it look like her. Interesting.
Trust you when you hurt me so bad, hurt me so bad, hurt me so bad. Why would I love you when you hurt me so bad, hurt me so bad, hurt me so bad. How could I trust you when you hurt me so bad, hurt me so bad, hurt me so bad.
Thinking I might do the mouth closed. Oh. Drag these down a bit.
I'm searching for some sunshine. Just need one ray through the dark skies. I gotta look for the bright side. I know we're gonna be alright. I know we're gonna be alright. Just make it through another day. These dark clouds will go away. I'm holding on to my faith. I know we're gonna be okay. Yeah, we're gonna be okay.
Well, I don't really know if that's ever used in the style. Did they do any face markings? Let's see. Not really. I'll probably leave it out then. So currently what I'm trying to do is match the tail style. And it's so far I think it's coming along okay. It's just a matter of me so I'm just trying to match the style. Right now I'm doing Samantha. I'm doing a little bit more detail than I probably would, considering she's so far away, but I think she's a little closer than I think just slightly, because I am doing this working with a very big canvas. So I'm going to put a little bit more detail in just because I think she is actually a little bigger on screen, if I remember correctly. Also, I'm just going to quickly duck off to the bathroom. I will be right back. So, back to Samantha. Oh, Anne Marie, thank you very much for the 3 months. I think the tail here is in the water. Oh, I just realized something. I've made a mistake. Just realized something. I think I made a mistake here. So I'm going to be watching back the clip that I am doing the sequence for. Sorry, the little animation cameo of the mermaids. So here we have the characters jumping off the waterfall, right? One, I was just checking to see if her tail is visible. It is. The first drawing, it's not, because when that drawing is present, it's not in frame. But I'm still going to draw it just so I know where it is. But here, hold on, let's see. Oh, interestingly enough, the vanity drawing, the first one's not in frame at all. So I drew it, but it's not even in frame. But that's fine. This one here, this is actually over the shoulder looking back. I did profile looking back, so I gotta fix that. So I gotta redraw that head. So I misinterpreted that. That needs to be fixed because the eyes are looking here, and else it's gonna look a little weird. So I'm gonna have to fix that up. Let's see what else. We've got. This one in the front is fine. I should be fine with what I did. Let's see. Yeah, I should be okay. Basically, I'm just kind of drawing up the keys. And if there's any like notes I want to put in for the in-betweens, I should be fine. Okay. Yeah, the water is really nice. Spoosh. Obviously, I didn't put the animated waterfall in. I just put a placeholder in so I know where the waterfall is in regards to everything else. But yeah, definitely need to fix this part here because that's going to become a problem. I don't want the eye. I think that's important to show that they're looking in the right direction. I just kind of I don't know why I didn't check where, but I have been dropping the opacity of the storyboards just so I can kind of get the form relatively similar. But I think, yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. So we are going to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'll come back to that. I'm going to finish up Samantha first, and then we're definitely going to fix that up. So it's very strange for me to be drawing at such slender proportions, very different to how I normally draw. Gotta bring this in. Booty too big. Might actually bring that up a bit. So, Sarua? I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you for the tier 1. Gonna move this up. Probably won't be able to see. I mean, the slime. I would probably put slime drips on there, but I'm gonna leave them out because it's too far back. Beautiful. So apparently this isn't even in the shot, this drawing, which kind of is a bummer because I like how it looks, but it helped me get the style down. This is a little funky, but I might be able to fix. Oh, actually, it didn't do too bad. I can fix the tail if need be. But I don't think it's going to be in this shot, so that's fine. All right. Master, thank you. I might change where Samantha's looking, so she's like looking at her friends. Yeah, and just for this, because I'm going to be fixing the eye line of a lot of the characters, I'm probably going to bring her eyes up a little bit. Have her like looking towards, probably looking towards her friends. It's just a little bit of me trying to figure out. Or I could have her looking off to the side. I don't know. Where should she be looking? She could be looking down all shy like. I think maybe that's good. Like she's looking at the water, kind of distracted. Yeah, and then they jump in and then she gets the reaction. That's cute. Yeah, let's go with that. How does her hat stay on when she swims? Flex heel. Cartoons. The wizard did it. Sticky head. Oops. Damn it. I hate it when I accidentally do that. reacting and flicking back. Alright, so I now have Samantha. I'm just finishing it up now, but she's reacting to the splash. Boom. Head might be getting a little bigger there. I might shrink that down just slightly. There we go. Luckily, anything that's too much of a problem isn't going to be really noticeable because she's kind of the furthest back. Perfect. I think the shot is like somewhere here. So there's going to be a lot that will be left out. Maybe it's a little bit more like this. I'm worried she might need to lean in more. That's a problem. I definitely need to fix this one because that's actually supposed to be 3/4 behind, as we discussed before. Let's see. Where is Vanity? Oh, here we go. So we can see here that I messed up that drawing. And she might be outside frame. No, she should be inside frame. I think what I just need to do is I need to make sure that she is 3/4 behind. And I need to turn her more. So that drawing has to go. I did that before stream. That was just when I was warming up. Okay. So let's continue with working on Samantha. Hands are a little here. Overlord, thank you. How am I doing? I'm doing good. I'm just busily trying to get this done. Realized forgot her strap here. Oops. There we go. I got a haircut? No, I haven't had a haircut. This hair? This is not a haircut. This is 4 months of quarantine or social isolation. My hair is normally a lot shorter than this, but you know, it's now at a place where it's like I keep having to flick it back. Yeah. I mean, it's mostly like I would cut it, but going to the hairdresser right now, it's just not worth it. So I'm just letting it grow. I'm going to cut it soon though. Giwi said she's going to try and cut it, so that should be interesting. She's never cut hair before. Yeah. So we'll see. Oh man. So this one here, I'm like looking at it going, okay, what the hell am I looking at? So this is very clearly a very quick drawing. It's a scribble basically. So I'm pretty sure the body's turning away. So like this is the front of the chest. Then the neck. So I think that, oh man, okay, so the tail is, I'm just trying to sketch this out a little bit. So I guess the body would be starting to, the tail would be starting to come up a little bit. So this part is where it's starting to get a little complicated, but I should be able to figure it out. I think the sketch below the board is actually confusing the shit out of me. So I want the tail to kind of whip. I'm going to turn down this drawing a little bit so it doesn't so much confuse me anymore. Let's see. Oops. There we go. There we go. So there'd be a bit of an overlap here. Obviously, I'm trying to think through a little bit of anatomy here, but the the fin makes that a little confusing because I'm like, well, if the body's rotating like that, my fantasy anatomy here, or anatomy in a slime girl. Oh, is the tail going back down? So it's going, yes. Oh, it is. Oh, okay. So I'll pull this in like this, right? Now keep that like that. Yeah, that works. And then what I'm gonna do is I want to have the fin follow, like, so if the fin's moving in any particular way, I need the secondary animation of the little flippers, the fins, to kind of follow that movement, so, or at least drag behind is what I mean. So it goes up, and then I'm probably going to curve this a little bit. I'll bring it up. I'll just see how this looks. I'll just do it really lightly. That's really sloppy, but let me just have a quick look at that. All right, so I feel like this actually has to go down. So this is going up, and then this is, I want it to go down. So it's, this is actually still going up, which I don't want. So I'm gonna push this down a bit. I'm just gonna skew it and see if I can get what I want. All right. And the idea will be that this is gonna look real wonky at first. Just bear with me. Oh, right. It's not spaced out properly yet. No, that's too much. Let's have a look. try bend them a little bit. See if that kind of helps. Yeah, that should actually work. So that's gonna flop down and then it's gonna pull up and like curve like that. Cool. That should work. Tight. Back to it. Actually.
ups and the downs, my heart will never stray. You take my breath in so many different ways. With the calm in your heart, you keep in my mind at bay. Losing touch with what I used to say, and finding you in every word I pray. All of my days and all of my years, I can't stop thinking about you. All of my struggles and all of my fears, I couldn't do it without you. So let me take your hand, I'm here to stay. Devil days, you help me live this way. With the ups and the downs, my heart will never stray. Chasing thoughts, running wild throughout the day. With the calm
Okay.
you keep in my mind at bay. Losing touch with what I used to say, and finding you in every word I pray. All of my days and all of my years, I can't stop thinking about you. All of my struggles and all of my fears, I couldn't do it without you. So let me take your hand, I'm here to stay. Calling my name, and I already feel the same. Lonely day, need to get my head on straight. Oh, I can feel it, leave all that shit behind. Oh, I can feel it now. Out for the night, we can worry in another life. Out for the night, only focusing on us tonight. 4 a.m. is calling, even though I'm falling down. No more stress around. Out for the night.
It's not perfect, but I think it'll work. It's kind of. I think it's out of frame now. Yeah, I don't have to get it perfect, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty certain she's semi out of frame, but let me double check that. So we're gonna have a quick look at the sequence that we're doing the cameo art or cameo animation on. So here it is. We got the heroes falling down and land in the water. So we can see she takes a look over there. She looks disgusted. This is who we're working on right now. Yeah, okay, so let's have a quick look there. Oops, that's not what I want. All right, that was just the camera shot. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, she's pretty much out of frame anyway, so it's not too big a deal. And the next one, she's practically entirely out of frame. And then the rest is, I think, between the two rocks. Okay, so that drawing is held for a really long time. You don't even see the first drawing, but you do see her face for a second. Okay. It's really this front one that I have to put the most time into. Okay. Well, it's working. I think This is gonna look good. So, although this is kind of wonky here, it won't matter too much because it's pretty much out of the shot anyway, which is fine. Oh, interesting. Did I miss a drawing here? One sec, I'm just looking at this layer. Mermaid. I think I missed a drawing. I did. I missed a drawing here. There. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. This one's going to be particularly a lot more easy, and I'm pretty sure we're completely outside the shot now. So let's just double check that once again. Where is that? I should just leave
I
this
never know
open.
what to say in these.
That's all right. Thank you very much, Barra. Okay. Okay. Yeah, not too much detail. Practically here is the cutoff anyway, so I don't even really have to draw her head. Assuming this is shot like exactly the same as the shot. I'm gonna assume it is. I don't think they would have given me this if this was in any way inaccurate. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, I'll close this for now.
Need to get lost in this town, walk away. Need to leave that stress up there. Ooh, I can feel it, leave let you find. Oh, I can feel it now. We can worry in another life.
Savargan, thank you for the prime. Parabolic, thank you for the 4 months. Major Blue, thank you for gifting that sub. Well, 2 subs. Crovalord, I said thank you to. Bowties and Bananas, thank you very much. And Sorai, I think I didn't miss anyone else. Yeah, thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you for your support. It means the world. Seriously, thank you. Allows me to do things like this. Hey, thank you again, Major Blue.
I seen you at a party. But you caught me staring, I'm sorry. You're something special. Had to keep it level. Time goes by, start to evolve. Side by side, we can take it all. Wanna tell you, but scared to go. This love is overdue. These fears I have for you ain't holding back the truth. I'm certain me and you will be forever too. Ain't holding back the truth. This love is overdue. Ain't holding back the truth. Now I see it daily. Are you thinking about me? Maybe this is something special. Don't wanna keep it level. Time goes by, start to evolve. Side by side, we can take it all. Wanna tell you, but scared to go.
No,
This love is overdue. These fears I have
doesn't arc well.
holding back the truth. I'm certain me and you will be forever too. Ain't holding back the truth. This love is overdue. Ain't holding back the truth.
Beautiful. Okay.
This love is
I feel like this needs to curve up like that.
ain't holding back the truth. I'm certain me and you will be forever too. Ain't holding back the truth. This love is overdue. Ain't holding back the truth. This love is overdue. I still remember how it used to be. Holding hands, running wild and free. Crossed our hearts, said we never let go. I still think about our younger days. How we dreamed about a better life. Holding you so close to me. In the backseat of your ride, we fell apart. Thought we lost everything, just lost in our memories.
There we go.
And I sure hope you do remember me like I remember you.
This one's a little weird.
We drew our names in the pavement, thinking about how we never change. I still remember how it used to be. I still think about our younger days, how we dreamed about a better life. Holding you so close to me, in the backseat of your ride. We fell apart. Thought we lost everything, just lost in our memories. And
That's out of frame anyway. That's fine.
We fell apart. Thought we lost everything, just lost in our memories. And I sure hope you do remember me like I remember you.
There we go. That works. Obviously the frame rate's not right there. Okay, so I didn't draw where Samantha wouldn't even be in shot. So you can see over here. Sometimes you'll see that if you look at old animation cells, you'll see like a very clear cutoff where they stop drawing the character, and that's generally because, you know, obviously it's out of shot. It's like you don't need to waste your time with that, so it don't matter. So we've got tail curving, and then that should be fine. I'm a little unsure about this one right here, this frame, but I think it should be fine. I think there's a slight pause. I'm not sure, but I think they can correct the secondary when they get it. Let's see. I'm not sure if they're going to animate her pulling on the hair strand. She's kind of like seaweed. I don't know. That's kind of how I always pictured Serena. I mean, obviously these three are all my Monster Girl characters. Serena, you haven't really seen much of, but she's a character design I did and posted on Twitter some time ago. But she's a I guess the idea that she was a travel vlogger, and she goes from beach to beach because she's a siren. All right. So that means, as of now, Slamantha is done. But we need to do the other two girls. I don't know how much we're going to get done today, but I'm pretty happy with the progress so far. Are there any Monster Girls in particular you're excited to show more of in the future? Yeah. I want to do stuff with the Mimic Girl. I've just been very unmotivated to work on animation lately because, you know, we've been in social isolation for a really long time now. I've been working with Noah on our other channel, RubberRoss, the gaming channel, which, you know, has a lot of content now. And that's just every time I draw, man, like it's something, it just doesn't feel right. Like normally when I work in isolation generally already when I do art and animation. So when it comes to me having to do art in double isolation by myself, and normally the way I unwind is I get out, I go to a restaurant, and I just go do something, right? And I can't do that right now. So I'm super unmotivated to work on animation and art right now. So it's been a very unfortunate time for creatives. And I know there's a lot of creatives who don't have a choice. You know, they work a 9 to 5 as a storyboard artist and blah, blah, blah. But like, you know, I am fortunate that I don't adhere to anything right now. So I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. So, you know, that's kind of why I've been working on those Mario Maker levels, because it's something that I feel mentally I'm like in that space right now, and I feel like it's something that is a little less I don't know, it's a little bit more immersion, has a little bit more immersion. I don't know if that makes sense, and I just kind of feel more comfortable in that space currently while this is all going on. So we'll see. You know, it's a very stressful time, as you can see, big stress pimple here I've been dealing with. Yeah, so regardless, I'm pretty happy with this so far. I am definitely getting hungry though. So considering Noah has lots of content, because we streamed like crazy on Sunday, we did like 7 to 8 hour stream. I might call it here, because I mean, I know what I have to do tomorrow. I've got to focus on...
Hey, my boy.
Hey.
Enjoy your evening.
Thank you, Edge Flash. I do have to change this to a 3/4 behind. I have to do her, obviously. I'll probably save for last. Vanity, I need to do a complete do-over, because it turns out that this drawing isn't even in frame. I didn't even realize, because, you know, now that I'm looking back at it and I'm watching this sequence, I'm like, God damn it. That sucks. But it's okay. I should have checked. And also, it was my opportunity to practice the style. So there we go. And obviously, they all leave the rocks at different times. Right? I haven't timed anything as it should be, so that doesn't really matter too much. That being said, I might head out now. I want to try do more work on this tomorrow. I'm just like kind of fading. I'm getting back into doing art and animation. This is the first time I've done any animation in some time since, the world went to shit. So I do appreciate you guys coming by. I know they're not the most popular streams. It's not Mario Maker, as we know, but I really do thank you for coming by and, watching the process. I'm looking forward to getting this all done and dusted, so that we'll have this cool little cameo sequence in the next episode. So that should be fun. All right, guys. That being said, I'm gonna get some dinner and relax. And I'm probably gonna work on this again tomorrow, because I want to get this done as soon as possible. So yeah. Thank you very much for coming by, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And make sure to go to youtube.com/RubberRoss to check out all the new highlights from the previous streams. We should have a Mario Maker episode going up tomorrow of the new build that we did, as well. I think there's some AI dungeon videos going up throughout the week as well, and maybe some VR too. So I appreciate it as always, guys. Make sure to check out the Discord as well, !mark Discord in chat, and that should give you a link, or you can click on the link below. And make sure to follow and turn on notifications here on Twitch. So I will see you guys tomorrow, so we can finish this thing off. I would have gone later, but I started late, unfortunately. So see you guys then, all right? Have a good one. Take care, guys. Be safe.